through his first interception of the year. Ultimately, a lot of strange things happened in this game. Indianapolis had an opportunity to stretch a lead in this ball game and ultimately did not, because one of their receivers, on the way to a 76-yard touchdown, he's switching hands and ultimately dropped the ball and rolled to the back of the end zone. It should have been a 76-yard touchdown, turned into a touchback to the Rams. And ultimately did get back into the ball game, and then when they got the football back late in the game, Matthew Stafford, who's made a habit of putting together game-winning drives, 49 of them coming into today, needed only one play to cap off this game-winning drive.
Stafford from his own 12-yard line set up in the shotgun. Off the snap, hits his back foot, lobs the ball right side, Tucci's open, over the shoulder, catch 40, Tucci down the right sideline, with the bumper trail behind him, 10-5, touchdown LA! He's out! He's two out!
J.D. Long, 7-10 at the end, Los Angeles, and put a score of 3 scores on the day. What about Puka Nacua? Hopefully he took a nap. Hopefully he's going to get a day off, maybe 2 days off. 13 catches in the game for 170 yards and a touchdown. Third player in NFL history with 8 or more receptions in each of his team's first 4 games. Yes, he leads the league. The Rams is 3-1. Sean McVay realizes he's got a pretty resilient team.
I never felt anything but a steady, no-punch mentality from our group. That's how I felt really through 4 games. Even when Philly ended up on their comeback, we still gave ourselves a chance at the end to be able to do it. But, we're on to, I'm really proud of this group. It's still so early in the season, but I think we're being talented and tested in the right way. Most importantly, we're coming together, and, we got to continue to improve. But, what a big opportunity that we have on Thursday night with the Niners.
Niners in primetime in Week 5 for the Rams as they try to extend to 4-1 on the year. Daniel Jones, as we said, threw his first 2 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor held to 17 carries, 76 yards, although he had a touchdown run that was called back. Because, remember the guy I told you about who fumbled the ball through the end zone? Adonai Mitchell also was called for a hold that called that touchdown back. That's a long ride for Adonai Mitchell in a plane from Los Angeles back to Indianapolis. Indy falls to 3-1 on the year. Atlanta was home today to take on Washington, and everybody talked about Bijan Robinson being perhaps one of the big stars in the league this year. Probably went number 1 or number 2 in your fantasy draft. Well, guess what? This guy is becoming a force right before our eyes.
First and 10. That's bringing London through the formation to the left, handed to Robinson. John bounces inside the 10, keeps his feet at the 5, spins into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. What a run! Mr. Robinson!
Les Durham, Sports Radio 92.9, the game in the Falcons Radio Network. Atlanta wins 34-27 today. John Robinson, 75 yards on the ground, 106 in the air. Marcus Mariota out there today. He threw for a couple of points in this one, but Washington falls to 2-2. And from the Commanders division, the New York Giants playing at home against the 3-0 LA Chargers. How is this one going to go today? Well, Giants went with Jackson Dart, their first-round draft pick, as the starter likely through the rest of the year. We're going to have to wait and see, but the way things started today at the Meadowlands, it looks like that probably will be the case.
Scatterboo to back. Dart, design run. Up the middle he goes to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown Giants! Jackson Dart! And a quarterback drop from 15 yards out. And his first start gives the Giants the lead.
Points in the second half. So did the Chargers, and the Giants came on for a 21-18 win. Jackson Dart in his first start, 111 yards and that passing touchdown. Also that rushing touchdown. He had 54 on the ground. 2002, he the team's 3-0 veteran his first start. After the game, he talked about
probably the easiest thing. He handles it like a professional, and he was a mentor for me, so obviously I have some respect for him, and Coach James as well, just getting me prepared for this week, and really just proud of the guys being able to battle through some adversity throughout the game, and it's not always going to be the cleanest, but I was just happy that we were able to come out with a win.
Last 0-3 team to beat a 3-0 team. You got to go all the way back to 2008 when the Chiefs beat the Broncos. That's all the good news for the Giants as they get their first win of the year, 21-18. The bad news: Malik Neighbors was carted off the field in the second quarter with a right knee injury, and multiple reports believe the Giants are going to find out tomorrow it's a torn ACL. Their number one receiver, one of the will have his year done by that injury. 203 yards today. He got picked off twice. Barry Hayes the first time this year through 3-1. Still to come, more scores, highlights, and post-game reaction. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Football season is back on Prize Picks. Every day we make choices, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. With millions of users and billions of dollars awarded in winning, Prize Picks is the best place to put your stakes to the test. Plus, the app is very simple to use. You pick 2 or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projections, and if you're right, you can win big. With simple stats and user-friendly policies, Prize Picks is the most fan-friendly app to make your picks. All transactions on the app are fast, safe, and secure. Don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code PRIMETIME and get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code PRIMETIME on Prize Picks to get $50 bonus credit instantly in lineups when you play $5. Win or lose, you get the $50 bonus credit in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. If you have to be present in certain states, PrizePicks.com for restrictions. Make your place a home, including coverage for theft or damage. Visit Progressive.com. We ended in a tie tonight, a wild tie in Big D. Earlier today, the Kansas City Chiefs walking into a situation they're just simply not familiar with. It's been like this for a couple of years, but the game today and the game against the Baltimore Ravens at Arrowhead Stadium, the fewest points per game, and yards per play through 3 games since 2018. That was Patrick Mahomes' first season as a full-time starter. Trying to figure out a way to get this thing right again. Mahomes did today, and he did it by looking an awful lot like the old Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes stays in the called play. After a long count, rolling left side, dumps it, protects off the 5. Angry near side, touchdown! Kansas City! As the Chiefs on the short roll touchdown pass, Mahomes to Isaiah Pacheco, and the Chiefs lead 19-7.
Nick Schultz, 96.5, the fan of the Chiefs radio network. That is Kansas City absolutely blew out Baltimore 37-20. The game was not that close. Kansas City improved to 2-2 on the year with the victory, and part of the reason why they had such an easy time is that Baltimore, by the time the game was over, was missing 6 defensive starters, and, by the way, their MVP candidate quarterback, Lamar Jackson, left this game in the third quarter with a hamstring injury. Cooper Rush played the rest of the game for Baltimore. What's it going to mean moving forward for Lamar Jackson? Hard to tell at this point. With a hamstring injury and somebody who runs, you never really know, but Baltimore falls to 1-3 on the season with the loss today in Kansas City. No such problems for Buffalo playing at home today. A little bit of a problem. New Orleans gave them more of a game perhaps than people thought they would see, but at Highmark Stadium, if the Bills are playing, the Bills are winning.
Fakes the snap, fakes the throw to the flat, looks down the sideline, he's got Kincaid, who's going to walk it in for a 23-yard touchdown. Oh, they got the Saints fight for that one. Swirling the sideline, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I got to imagine Chris Brown was having a hell of a time today on WCR Sports Radio 550 in Buffalo. Buffalo wins the game 31-19. For Josh Allen, not a flashy day, and yet he still produced 3 touchdowns. James Cook hits a franchise record 8th straight game with a rushing touchdown to go with his 117 yards. And Buffalo is now 4-0, and they've won 14 straight games in the regular season at Highmark Stadium. On the other side, New Orleans is 0-4. Spencer Rattler still has not won a game as a starting quarterback in the NFL. Happy birthday, by the way, Spencer. He's 25 today. He was also intended receiver on a fully set up play. He was running on that one-man catcher. So who knows? The New York Giants next week looking for their first win. Played football for the first time.